Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. You know the drill. We're back at it again with the Reddit stories. So let's jump into it, shall we? I ruined my shit boss's marriage. About 10 years ago, when I was 19, I worked for a regional grocery store in the meat packing department. Pay was bad, and I had second shift. I came in at 3 and left at 11. It wasn't a terrible job, all things considered. I had the meat room to myself, so I could listen to music and really just not be annoyed by other employees. My duties when I showed up was to package more ground beef and other beef-based products and put them on the shelf. After 5, I also had to juggle working behind the deli counter. Well, shortly after getting hired, the boss of the meat department showed back up from vacation, and I was the new guy. Everything was fine at the beginning, but I found when I would clock in, the lady behind the counter, we'll call her V, wouldn't be there, and there would be a line. So I would clock in and spend the first 30 minutes of my shift doing her job. No problem though, I actually really liked that position. Well, after the line was done, I would almost always see Mr. Boss staring me down and angry that I'm not doing my job. He would give me the rant about doing my duties unless customers needed help, and they almost always did, but he wouldn't listen. Come to find out, the reason V isn't behind the counter is because her and Mr. Boss are having quote-unquote meetings in his office with the door closed. Not my husband or wife, not my problem. We continue this dance of me covering her station and me getting in trouble for it for a few weeks until an ice storm hits. I tell my boss I can't get my car out and I'm waiting on a ride, so I might be a little late. He proceeded to fire me because this is the last straw. By the way, I didn't have any write-ups. I agree it's fine though, because I hate this job anyway. Fast forward 2 years. I'm 21 and I'm celebrating with my friends at basically the only local bar in this terrible tiny shithole town. And when we walk in, who do I see? Why, if it isn't Mr. Boss and not V, but his wife. He looks at me and tries to act like it's a happy coincidence. I sit down, tell him it's my 21st. He buys me a beer as a gift and I chat him up. I introduce myself to his wife and tell her how he treated me, talking about how I would cover the deli counter almost every shift for half an hour and then get in trouble for it because it wasn't my job. No matter how many times I tried telling Mr. Boss I wouldn't have to cover deli if he and V weren't having their daily locked door meeting in his office, she looked at him, she looked at me, and couldn't say a word. It could be read as shitty, but his wife was genuinely a nice person, and I'm glad I could help pull the wool to let her know that her husband is a complete garbage person. V entirely misunderstood the job of meat packer. You good sir win best comment. That's hilarious and true. Also, what kind of dumb boss fires the person that is covering for his affair partner? What exactly was he expecting OP to do? I really don't get it. But regardless, I hope his wife divorced his ass. Rummage through our tip jar, enjoy your change. I work at a sub shop where a very popular menu item comes out to be $9.01 after tax. I usually tell people, don't worry about the 1 cent, because I don't want to count out 99 cents, they don't want a pocket full of coins, and it's easier to just give $1 in change. It doesn't disrupt our drawer count at the end of the night, so it's no big deal. So a lady comes in, and as I was wrapping her sub, before I even had the chance to tell her, don't worry about the 1 cent, she digs her hand into our tip jar and rummages around for a solid 15 seconds before pulling out a penny. "I'm stealing a penny from you," she says, as she hands me 10.01. I stare for a moment, incredulous at her audacity. Now, it was just a penny. Was it going to make or break my paycheck that week? No. But to rummage through our tip jar? Really? My coworker, the savage, rings her through and starts counting out 99 cents. "I gave you a penny," the woman says annoyed, "and you took it out of our tip jar," my coworker says calmly. I hand her the sandwich, My coworker dumps 99 cents worth of coins into her hands, and she storms out. It was the highlight of my day. Honestly, I'm so petty that I would have given her 99 cents change back entirely in pennies. Here's 99 pennies for you, ma'am, which is even more petty in Canada because we don't even have pennies here anymore. They aren't in circulation. You can't even use them here. Project Manor discovers Photoshop. Now she can break the laws of physics. I'm an architect working on designing an office space for a company on an existing building. My contact person from the company is Project Manager, who thinks she is smarter than everyone else. The other day, I sent the floor plan to her with a realistic distribution of spaces, as not everything from the wish list could fit in the space they have. For example, only 2 meeting rooms instead of 3, etc. I asked her to check if they would like to prioritize different areas or move anything around. All standard. She sent back an email today. I have done a bad job as my plan has things missing, but don't worry, she has fixed it for me and I have to do exactly as she says. See plan attached. And here's the result. She erased all pillars, structural walls, etc. I guess the building is supposed to float? She has scaled everything inside. Like 40% smaller. Now everything fits. She can copy paste more meeting rooms, offices. I mean, I'm sure she will love to work in an office the size of a bathroom stall. Is she planning to scale the staff too? Add toddler furniture? I don't even know how to answer the email. Edit to add. Suggestions for the email are welcome. Both our bosses are on CC, so I can't tell her she's an idiot in those words. Ugh. People like this who think they know everything about everything are quote unquote always right when they in fact know nothing and in reality are usually wrong make me so mad. This actually reminds me of a post I saw the other day on the anti-work subreddit. Actually, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Please note the timestamps. Any suggestions on how to deal with this outrageous unfairness? So OP messages their boss at 8:29 a.m. I'm at my desk. Boss says, "You are late." Thank you. OP says, "What? I'm late?" Boss says, "Yes, your day starts at 8:30 a.m. OP, "Yes, I messaged you 5 minutes ago." Boss, "Nope, you messaged me at 8:34 a.m. To which OP says, "Just sent you a picture of my message where it says 6 minutes ago." To which the boss has the audacity to reply, "I'm not going to argue. I have 8:34 a.m. Like, how infuriating. How are you a manager when you don't even understand how text messaging works? Just because you read the message at 8:34 a.m. doesn't mean that it was sent at 8:34 a.m. Good grief. Honestly, if your boss is a micromanager like this, run. Run, OP, run. But anyway, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed these 3 entitled people / petty revenge stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!